So, I hear you want to know how to get materials super quick in Monster Hunter World. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you came to the right place. Today, I'm going to be showing you what you need to be doing to get materials as fast as possible so that you don't have to grind the same monster and over again, and you'll be able to get all the equipment that you desire. So in my streams, I've had a lot of people asking, how do you get materials the fastest? What's the best way to get stuff? What do you do to farm up all your stuff? And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, it is very easy. So you're going to need a couple things first. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trapping monsters. Now, a lot of people don't seem to realize that during quests, even if it's a hunt quest or a slay quest, you can still trap the monster and get full credit for the quest, as well as getting about 2 to 3 times the amount of materials for your effort. So, what we're going to be doing is we're going to need a couple different things to pull this off. For those of you that don't already know how to trap monsters, there's a couple tricks that you need to know. And first and foremost, we need to make sure that we've got enough trank bombs. Now, it takes 2 trank bombs to knock out any creature, elder dragon or what have you. It costs 2 trank bombs, and you're gonna need a trap. So what I always use is I use the shock traps because they go down super quick. Now you can use shock traps or pitfall traps, but I don't have any pitfall traps made right now. We'll go ahead and go into the crafting list and show you what it takes to craft each of the traps. For pitfall traps, you just need trap tool and nets. I actually do have 2 trap tools, or 2 pitfall traps. And then for the shock trap, you need trap tools and thunderbugs, which I just used up all my trap tools to make more shock traps. And then the trank bombs, you're going to need sleep herbs and parashrooms. Now you can get the sleep herbs from these guys up here. You can set it as one of the things that they harvest. I'm using it for honey at the moment, but you can get lots and lots of sleep herbs from here, or while traveling and doing all of your missions, you can get sleep herbs there. Now, parashrooms are a little bit rarer. I usually farm them on the Wildspire Waste, right next to the water. You can find them there. But, yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick a quest here. Now, this is also a very good way to farm up money. Now, I need a lot of money to craft things, so we're going to do one particular investigation here. Now, it is better to do these with investigations. Now, we have all these hunting quests as well as capture quests. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do one of these hunting quests for the Great Jagras. I'm doing this both for money and to show you guys that this is a very effective way to get materials, as well as a super quick way to get money. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. Going to make sure that we've got our shock traps in our inventory. We've got a shock trap, and we've got 6 trank bombs, just in case. We only need 2, but we are going to be using 6. And for those of you that don't know how to trap creatures, I'll go ahead and show you the process for that as well. There's a signs that you need to look for when the creature is weak enough, and that's when you can trap it. We'll go ahead and just go up to the canteen and get some food real quick, and we'll get into this. All right, we have found the mighty Great Jagras. So, what we're going to do is we're going to fight this just like any standard fight. Nothing too crazy. We just need to make sure to not kill it. We need to weaken it. And once you get it weak enough, it'll start to limp. So usually you can tell when it's getting weak. You'll have broken a bunch of parts. Most of the time, at least. And then once you've broken enough parts or just done enough damage in general, it'll either try and run away, or if you're doing way too much damage, you might actually accidentally kill it. So what you need to do is when you feel like you've done a lot of damage, you need to stop and see if it'll try and run away. And that's when we will want to actually try and trap it. Now, you can wait for 2 things. You can try and trap it while it's running, or you can do the smart thing and just let it run back to its little nest, where it will try and go to sleep. And at that point, while it's sleeping, you can trap it and then knock it out and capture it right at its nest, which is pretty much the best way to do it. Really trying to trap it while it's running is most likely just going to waste your trap. So we're just going to go ahead and get this Jagras beat up a little bit. And then we'll try and see if it'll run away from us. Now, while you're doing this, you're going to want to also try and break as many parts as you can, because it will improve the drops that you get at the end of the quest. So that's something you want to look for. Now, this guy is starting to run away now. And he's not limping right now, but usually when we've done this much damage, it'll start running to its... Oh, there's a parashroom, which we need. Turn around and grab that. Because we are doing a lot of trapping, so having parashrooms is always a benefit. Now, yep, okay, it ran to its base, just like I thought it would. And you'll see now that it's actually limping, which means it is ready to be trapped. Once a creature is limping, it's ready to be captured. That's the sign that you want to look for. So you don't want to trap it when it's trying to go for food, because that's a little bit different. It's not quite weak enough, but when it's running back to its nest, this is when it's tired enough to capture. And you'll see just the massive amount of items that we're going to get when this happens. It's going to be amazing. And we'll show just how much money we get from this as well. It's a ton of money. This is right now is my favorite way to farm, is doing Jagras hunts and captures and then selling all the items that I get. It is quite lucrative. We can get anywhere between 20 and 30,000 Zenny per trip, and it takes about 5 minutes to do. It's crazy. Let's see what we got. Now, there's a couple things that I don't want to sell out of this, which is usually the armor parts. There we go. I don't want to sell these. And then if we get these right here, monster knee bones, I need those for crafting. Everything else we can sell. And we just got 26,000 Zenny. So you can see from the capture alone, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We just got tons of stuff. All of this for the bonus rewards for the capture. And you get these bonus rewards for capturing it. So this is a bonus, bonus, bonus. All of this. It's amazing. And I'll show you guys what we get for just killing it as well. So you can see all this. It's amazing. We're going to sell it 26,000 Zenny. We'll go ahead and do a kill quest for this and show you just the drastic difference in items that we get. So there is an added bonus to actually tranking and capturing your target versus having to actually kill it, is that it's significantly faster to take down your prey. So if you trank and capture your opponent, we would be done right now. But instead, doing a slay, we're, one, having to fight it for significantly longer than we otherwise would have, and then two, we're not getting nearly as much loot. So there really is no reason not to capture your target. It's only benefiting you to do so. You get tons more loot. It's faster because, I mean, don't take the Jagras for account because the Jagras is weak, but other targets could take significantly longer to kill than the Jagras because they have significantly more health. Now, usually about 20% is where they're able to go. So you're saving yourself 20% of the time just to capture, and one, you're getting more loot for it. So why not just capture it? So let's go ahead and... I almost forgot to harvest it there for a second. So I'm so used to capturing things that I don't ever really harvest anything anymore. We'll show you what we get for materials after harvesting. And it'll be significantly less than what we got for capturing. Now, there's an added bonus to capturing, is that you get a rarer loot than what you do when harvesting. So the loot that you're trying to get, or materials that you're trying to get when harvesting, you get a better drop ratio when actually getting them from a capture. So there's multiple benefits to capturing versus actually hunting and killing. And what did we get for loot? Jagras, get out of my butt. Jesus. All right, so significantly less bonus rewards. We got a claw and a mane, and we got a couple things up here. So, not too bad, but not great either. Most of this stuff is things that we harvested. So, let's see here. Go ahead and grab those and that. So pretty much, that's what we got from doing a harvest versus a capture. So one, it takes longer, and you get less materials. So definitely make sure to capture. So we're able to sell for 13,000 zenny. So pretty much half the materials that we got when we actually captured it. All right, so I hope this was useful for you new hunters out there. I'm pretty sure that this is mostly for the new hunters, as veteran hunters know that capturing your target is significantly better. But a lot of people don't know that you can capture targets for slay and hunt missions and still get full credit, full rewards, as well as the added bonus of actually capturing your target. So hopefully this was useful for those of you out there looking for information on Monster Hunter World. And I know some of you are probably going to ask what equipment I'm currently using, so I'll go ahead and show you real quick. What we're using is the Rookslayer hand axes, which is by far one of my favorite weapons right now. I can upgrade it to one more tier, which I'm super excited for eventually. But it's got 252 attack, affinity minus 10%, but we get the elemental 120 blast with a slot for which we've got an attack gem in there. Then we're using the Zora headgear, the Alpha headgear, chest, and gloves, and the Nergigante coil. What is this thing? I don't even know what this is, like a belt or something. And we're using the Zora spurs. So pretty good for equipment. We've still got a lot of way to progress in the game, but I figured I'd let you guys know some of these tricks that I'm learning as I go. I hope it was useful. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to show your support and smash that like button. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.